Thousands of people have been evacuated from the villages in Kharkiv region's border areas by Ukrainian authorities with the help of volunteers and humanitarian organizations. The majority of the evacuees are highly vulnerable and with low mobility or disabilities and were unable to flee earlier. This comes as President Zelensky appeals for help with Ukraine's energy network as recovery conference opens.
To receive and support many of the highly vulnerable evacuees, a transit center was immediately set up in Kharkiv city by the authorities and humanitarian organizations, including UNHCR and the national NGO partners, Poliska and Right to Protection. They have now been registered as internally displaced persons, provided with different types of humanitarian assistance, such as basic relief items, physiological and legal aid, enrolled for cash assistance and advised on available accommodation options. Alongside other humanitarian partners and in coordination with authorities, UNHCR is exploring additional options for temporary accommodation. At the same time, more people continue to flee from frontline communities in Donetsk, Sumy, Zaporizhia and Kherson regions towards central and western regions.
This is the place for all humanitarian workers, volunteers and local authorities who are trying to provide first and quick response for all those people in need. So once they come, what they can receive here. So actually this is the first medical assistance for those who need this, and some very essential items, because almost all of them, they do not have anything.
Here, the authorities leading the response are requesting support to help receive and assist the internally displaced persons. UNHCR is particularly concerned about the winter season, as needs will be massive in Ukraine due to the destruction of energy infrastructure. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Tuesday appealed for short-term help in repairing his country's electricity network and long-term investment in its energy system at a conference to gather support for Ukraine's recovery from the destruction wreaked by Russia's war. Starting a week of intense diplomacy that will also see him to the Group of 7 summit of Ukraine's leading Western allies in Italy and a global peace summit in Switzerland, Mr. Zelensky also renewed his calls for more help in repelling missile attacks by Russian forces. Hours later, Mr. Zelensky thanked Germany for its support in a speech to lawmakers in Berlin.